Caesars is the only sportsbook that can do two things in the same minute. Caesars gives you 10 chances to double your winnings, and then will also log you out for simply breathing wrong. And that's Caesars Sportsbook in a nutshell. The brand is elite, the rewards are legit, the welcome offer is usually clean, but the day-to-day experience has a few "are you kidding me" moments. Today, I'll walk you through Caesars Sportsbook, the welcome offer, their promos, the odds, the app experience, and why it's a solid rotational book, not a DraftKings FanDuel replacement. I'm going to give it to you honestly. Caesars Sportsbook typically keeps the welcome offer pretty simple. Right now, the headliner is place a first bet of $1 and receive up to 10 100% profit boosts with a max bet of $25. But keep in mind, there is a window for these boosts to expire, so you have to place them within that period. This is one of those offers that does sound small because the qualifying bet is $1, but the value is really on how you deploy those boosts across those 10 bets. Always read the terms, max stake per boost, eligible markets where they are allowed, and their expiration dates, just so you're not screwed over. And I highly recommend that you use ProfitDuel to turn that welcome offer into an easy $150. Here at ProfitDuel, we'll show you exactly how to turn those 10 100% profit boosts into easy money no matter what. No matter who wins, you will win. You will walk away with that at least $150 of expected profit, no doubt, if you follow ProfitDuel's guides, and we'll show you exactly what to do with your welcome offer. But back to Caesars Sportsbook. We're not here to talk about ProfitDuel. Caesars Sportsbook, the promo for new users are usually solid. For existing customers like myself, this is where Caesars can be a bit of a hit or miss. A lot of people see promos decrease once they have been on the site for a while, myself included. But right now you can see there's a good amount they have available. Your max wager on these is going to vary depending on the type of bettor you are and how long you've been on the site, but always check out their promos and their boosts. Sometimes they have some really good ones. They sometimes have some very plus EV boost. As far as the actual reload promotions, you'll get your typical 20, 30%, 35% boost. Sometimes you'll get a deposit match. It honestly all depends on the type of existing customer you are in their eyes. But Caesars Sportsbook is pretty strong out of the gate. It usually gets less reliable later on when you're kind of pushed down their marketing funnel and they know that you've been a customer with them for a good amount of time. Where Caesars' best advantage is their rewards program. They push the idea that wagers earn rewards credits that can then be redeemed across all of their Caesars properties, trips, dining, entertainment, perks, all that fun stuff. Caesars has a ton of properties across the nation and even across the globe. So if you are one person who actually visits Caesars properties, then that will really matter. If you don't, it's a nice to have, but look, it's not going to change your life, and it's not going to make or break your betting experience on Caesars Sportsbook. As you can see, the Caesars market depth is pretty solid. It's similar to FanDuel and DraftKings in that aspect. They have props. They all have all that fun stuff. They've got a litany of prop menu for you to choose from. They've got all the sports available. It's an easy-to-use sportsbook. The market depth is solid. You'll have plenty of sports and plenty of standard markets. The main knock, though, will probably be the odds. They're not always the most competitive, so it's not the book that I'm personally going to use for every bet, but I highly recommend you use an odds screener to check out where Caesars differentiates from the rest of the market, and just so you're always giving yourself the best odds. But Caesars literally has everything available. They've got a ton of props. They're very similar to FanDuel and DraftKings in that aspect. Like they have home run props, batter props, pitchers props, all that fun stuff. Just take a look around, play around, see the extensive menu that they have available, and rest assuredly, I have a good feeling that whatever you're looking for, Caesars Sportsbook will probably have. Again, Caesars Sportsbook, in my opinion, is a shop around sportsbook. It's not going to be my go-to every day, but I like to use an odds screener to see where Caesars might have the best odds in the market. I highly recommend that you also do that because that is the first step into becoming a better bettor. Always shop around for the best price available at any given point in time. And I highly recommend that you check out the ProfitDuel odds screener when you do. Overall, Caesars Sportsbook, the desktop experience and their app experience, which is both available on iOS and Android, it is generally responsive until it isn't. And the big complaint, and this is something that I've heard from a ton of other users, is that Caesars, they're kind of aggressive with their sessions, right? They like to time you out very quickly. If I close the app literally like for like 5 seconds, I'll have to log back in. Even if I'm not just like logging out myself, as long as I just leave the app window, I have to log in a lot. People regularly mention that they have the same issue, so it's not just a me thing, but it's not the end of the world. It's one of those death by 1,000 cuts annoyances, but overall, Caesars has a pretty smooth user experience. Their UI is pretty great. Fast payouts, fast deposits and withdrawals. I can't say anything bad about that part. It's overall a really, really solid built app. So, a quick recap. Here's where Caesars Sportsbook excels. 1, they have a very strong rewards program if you do care about Caesars properties and perks like that. 2, they have a simple, clean welcome offer structure like the 10 profit boost I just showed you, which can be turned into guaranteed money if you use ProfitDuel to convert it. And 3, they have incredible reliability as a rotational sportsbook. They are a legacy brand. You know what you're getting with Caesars. Now, the main downsides and my biggest qualms with Caesars is obviously that log out, log in annoyance I mentioned. The promos can get slashed for existing customers like myself over time, and the odds aren't always best in market. But the bottom line is Caesars Sportsbook is not DraftKings, it's not FanDuel, but it is absolutely worth having. Have it in your rotation because, as I said earlier, they sometimes do have the best in market odds. They have some decent promotions depending on the tentpole event going on. So you definitely want to sign up for Caesars Sportsbook. You definitely want to maximize that welcome offer, and I highly recommend you use ProfitDuel. If you want more honest sportsbook reviews just like this one, subscribe. We're doing a new sportsbook every single week. Comment who you want next. And if you want the tools to shop odds and use promos more strategically, there's a ProfitDuel link below to get started today with our trial.